Okay, hopefully it didn't ruin their game.
That's cool though. Let's see if Reason's able to. Well, since now Reason's actually advancing to the finals. Let's see if they're able to redeem themselves somehow.
Yeah.
And take their place alongside, well, Fresh and Sync, I guess.
Yep, that's the plan. Now I'm just updating my graphic right here, so give me a second, guys. Got the 1-0 lead for Team Grief right now. Okay, that should be good. There we go. Okay. Graphic should be updated as, yeah, there's no gank happening. Boom, boom. Okay, we're good. So yeah, Team Grief up 1-0, guys. This is game number 2 here, as we see, between Nullstone and Team Grief.
Are we casting this?
We are casting this. That is why we're here. Nothing else to cast, after all.
Right, boys.
So what do we got? We got the lineups here. Oh, we're seeing the Oogie coming out from Nullstone. They're known for doing that every once in a while. And they're bringing it back here, so that's standing out to me off the bat. They're running a Drunken Master as well, the Fuzzy Sloth playing on the Hellborn side, though. Now, interesting, once again, we see another Voodoo Chester. We saw this yesterday as well, but Voodoo Chester coming out. You got a Sandwraith strat. The idea of we haven't seen a lot of Sandwraith. It's the very good global presence, of course, and good for setting up those ganks all over the place. So,
remember, you just talking a little bit about how Sandwraith being like a really, I would say, passive. It's strange to call him a passive hero, even with his global ult. But without items, there's really just so much you can do as a Sandwraith. And this mock pickup is going to be, well, at least one of his core, I would say, just in terms of getting the burn in.
Yeah.
And they're in a good spot, 8-4. But Oogie is he's sitting on 1 death though, Beaver Banger. But he does have the Icon of the Goddess plus the Gnome's Wisdom. So in terms of team fights, he should be doing well. And he is 1 level off his level 16. So let's just see how it pays off. 8-4 is nothing.
No, this is a very, and in fact they have the golden, obviously a lot of that comes down to the Oogie. And again, we know what Oogie can do, especially in the hands of Beaverbanger. Despite on paper, you think it's all magic damage, he's not going to skill late game. Some way, somehow, he makes that work. And I think a lot of it comes down to, of course, his ultimate, the synergy there, and how he stays alive while doing a crap ton of damage is the important thing. But he is going up against a Swiftblade and a Sandwraith, you pointed out. Sandwraith and Mock of Brilliance, a Shrunken Head is coming along, and of course that is a very powerful item to have against a hero like Oogie. So it does seem like there are some great positives going for Team Grief as well right here. And I also like seeing Super KG. Yesterday he was playing a bit of Flux. He was going the Portal Key though, but today he is going the Insanitarius here. And that's proven to be a pretty powerful pickup on a Flux, honestly.
Yep, damage. Look at that. That damage.
Yeah.
That pull damage. But yeah, do note that Labyrinth as well on the Swiftblade goes for the same items. Just as we see, we have the Elder Parasite plus Brutalizer, in fact. So on top of that Sandwraith, Initiation, bottom lane, Moira's like, Sandwraith ult.
Yep.
Look at that damage though, look at that. It's half HP gone. That's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, back to the Swiftblade, he's level 15, needs that 1 level for Swift Slashes. I like to point out ult levels because, that single point in ult usually makes the difference in team fights. And he is doing good jobs himself. He is sitting 2-0-1, closing into 400 gold per minute. And it's Kisaki doing what Kisaki does. And I don't think we've seen a team fight happening even the past. And speaking of team fight, I lied.
Yeah, Swiftblade getting caught over here. No support coming in, and they're chasing for a while. Finally going to kill him off, but no TPs or anything to the base tower to maybe try to save the day. Labyrinth was on his own apparently, but definitely a good find from Nullstone. As Oogie actually was able to sit with the Invis. But look at Oogie too, a sheep stick now picked up. Finished on him as well, so he's going to be good to go as far as fights are concerned. And now into the Kongor pit, looking to drop in pretty quickly with Swiftblade dead especially. Seems like a good prime time to do it. Sandwraith ulti coming off cooldown in 5 seconds, but I think it's going to be too late, actually.
Oh, yeah, and with the Kuldra Sheepstick coming out onto this Oogie as well, so that's a huge pickup. With no Shrunken Heads onto this enemy team, that could be the game changer right here.
And token going to be picked up by Oogie, I'm sure. There we go. Puzzle box level 3 on Parasite. Yeah, just level 3 right there from what you got, so... Are they playing with their... Oh, Bob Rogan? Okay, yeah, this is their full roster. I know yesterday they had a ringer in Matatoshi, I believe it was, for Fuzzy Sloth, but he is not here today. Fuzzy Sloth back in as the star player. 3,500 gold saved up on Sandwraith, though, so hacks are in. Again, I assume that's going to be a Shrunken Head. He has enough gold for it right now, but the way he's pulling up gold, maybe something else, but I don't see why. So, still going to stick with that. Flux also, the Shrunken Head pickup.
Top lane.
And they're going to jump. Yes, they are. Eruption comes out. Drunken Master, he has a Shrunken Head, but he couldn't get it off in time. The lockdown was too much. And you see Mora's going to try to maybe stall them right here, get something. Labyrinth, by the way, picking up Asuka. Finds him in the jungle, presses R, and gets a kill. So well played there. As Magnus also going to make the escape. So a couple of nice kills coming out for this Hellborn team. Again, that's the benefit of their lineup, no doubt.
Yep, I think we had Moira committing suicide top lane, Hellborn.
Yeah.
some weird stuff happening.
Wait, yeah, she did die, didn't she? Wow.
Yeah, I think she was controlling illusions and kind of forgot where her hero was.
Oh. Oops.
Little things in life.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
How about middle defense tower is actually going to be challenged here, and I don't think Null Stone's actually going to defend this. That's going to be free. So if they're popping that much deserved Elder Press gets text though.
Nice.
Oh, but great ult from Flux.
Yeah, well, I think it was more so. Beaverbringer wasn't intending to go for a kill by any means. He's by himself. He just wanted to deny the tower, which he did. So that's still a good play by him. Again, it's not like the biggest deal using a sheepstick cooldown. It's going to be up back already in about another 10 seconds here, but Samurai did end up finishing the Shrunken Head. Okay. Do you think Swiftblade also would need a Shrunken Head despite him having that spin here against this Legion lineup, or would you like to see something else?
Well, if his team does a good job in terms of just disrupting the enemy team and they just use the spells on them, Swiftblade could just pretty much go in and pop the Blade Frenzy, I guess, because after all, you're able to put in auto attacks even when you're in Blade Frenzy. So that acts like a natural 5-second Shrunken hit, and I think that should be enough damage to pick out this enemy team. And then once you're done with that, you just click R.
Yeah.
So
that'll happen.
that's what it is. So Shrunken hit, well, it's still a solid pickup, and he's sitting on 2.8 gold, 2.8k gold,
yeah.
or 2800, that's what you guys call it. And he could pretty much go for anything in this time, even a Shroud for that matter. I'd love to see a Shroud on him.
On Swiftblade, yeah. Oh, that wouldn't be out of the question, definitely. We'll see again what he does go for here, but they need to think about defending their base because the middle tower. In the meantime, though, Samurai pushing the top lane again. Definitely a big benefit of the hero and what he's able to do. It does look like Swiftblade, though. He just thinks the Shrunken Head is too important here. I guess the Legion side, so yeah. He's going to be picking that up. Oogie actually gets jumped with the Acid Cocktail, but nope, not going to be nearly enough. That Cursed Ground doing a little bit of work. Level 4 of it, but they are holding them off, though. Again, Samurai just continues to push in the top lane, keeping them occupied, too. So this is actually kind of a benefit.
Damage. Wow. Even with just a Shrunken Head and like a Mock of Brilliance, he actually does a lot of damage to self in the towers. You see how quickly the tower is actually falling. But one item I like to see on the Samurai is actually going to be a Geometer's Bane. Just because. Now, well, it does provide good synergy with the Mock, as well as applying the auto attacks onto Oogie, I guess. Naturally, Sandwave with the Dissipate, I guess that's a skill. Yeah, his third ability is just gonna, I guess, mitigate a lot of damage from the Tarkwa itself. Sandwave is just one of those heroes, but looking at just because it's a Shrunken Head pickup, so naturally you can kind of man it up against the Legion team. Plus, if Haxorine is able to be the diversion for Team Grief, that's where Swiftblade comes in with the auto attacks. And
yeah.
Let's not forget Magnus with the Eruption as well. Shrunken Head only onto the Drunken Master.
There no doubt is good damage across the board here on the Hellborn side, but that's actually a good point too. I mean, Drunken Master, he's going to be some good potential as far as physical damage, and there's a lot of priority of Shrunken Head being picked up here, so honestly, if Drunken's able to get on that Sand Wraith, or even a Swiftblade for that matter, he can actually do some good damage against them, especially if Swiftblade has an Elder Parasite popped up, because Drunken all about physical and even locking down in the physical sense. So it's I think that proved to be actually a pretty good pickup alongside Oogie. Not often sitting here saying Drunken Master is a strong pickup, but honestly, this game I can see the validity for it. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to break into the middle of the base right here. There's just too much stall coming out from this Hellborn side. I mean, sure, they may get the tower in the end, but the bottom lane and the top lane continue to be pushed in by Team Grief right here. So really, Nullstone has to keep an eye on, or kind of do the math here on how efficient this really is right now, pushing into the middle.
Choke on Oogie, though,
Yep.
expiring the next 1 minute. He's trying to die. I'm just safe to say he's trying.
Oh, yeah. No, he's kind of just standing there. Basically saying, kill me. He's going to go after Flux right here. Flux, the big burst on him. Here we go, some flashes. Xayah ulti is popped as well. Oogie is going to most likely fall. No, he's still alive somehow. Xayah didn't actually port in, by the way. He's still top lane. I don't know about that. I'm guessing he has a TP. He does. But he needs to get back. He has Eruption being channeled right here. There's the Eruption coming out from Magnus. Okay, eventually is going to fall. Again, has a token, though. The Nuke more in the background. Parasite still alive. Switchblade, though. He's jumped right here. Dropped to half-life. Going to be falling most likely. The spin's not enough. That physical damage just too much. But now here comes Sand Wraith. The stun from Voodoo Jester. Trying to work on Oogie. Nice Sheepstick, though, on a Sand Wraith. He has a Shrunken. He didn't use it. Why would you jump in with not using a Shrunken? It is beyond me. Down goes Voodoo Jester, and Magnus in the background just simply trying to stay alive, but the damage is done. Wow, Haxter making a couple of misplays there, I think. Not coming in with the illusions, but also did not use his Shrunken Head as he charged into this very, very heavy magic damage team. And that showed. They lose the racks, possibly more on top of that now. As they're going top.
What is going on with this Game of Thrones? Haxter did take a top lane Hacks though, but that's it. Oh, Magnus probably going to fall.
Yeah, Magnus gets caught right here on by. Parasite is going to be killed off. You did mention the top lane. Yeah, the Rax was killed, so that is true. That's why he decided to stay in there. So, you know, there is the victory there. I do apologize. Didn't necessarily notice that. So that's where it was actually probably better that he did stay in. But now he's going to ulti and look to chase them down. Midas is going to end up falling. Drunken Master trying to clean him up as well. Not going to be enough damage, though. Instead wants somebody else. He wants Oogie. And for good reason. Can he chase him down? That Conflagrate is giving him some nice speed. Will it be enough for a getaway, though? He sheepsticks, actually. Voodoo Chester preventing a stun from happening. That's a good choice by Oogie, actually. But again, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Moria trying to get here in time. Not going to be able to, though. And down goes Oogie. So the damage done. And you know what? I got a little bit caught in the moment there. But actually, I think Team Grief ultimately played that pretty well considering the circumstances. Other than the missed Shrunken Head there.
The missed Shrunken Head, yep. They do lose both racks, though. Compared to, like I said, the top... Haxerin did take down the melee racks, but it was only a melee racks.
Yeah.
But still good melee racks nonetheless. Still could be challenged. Score is 12-13. Not too far disparity, and I mean, Hellborn team, if they get their act together, they pretty much could take this game.
Yeah.
Or it's going to go to game 3.
that's the other possible option, of course. So we'll see how that eventually shapes up here. But now, you know, they got their Shrunken Head, so, you know, again, using them going to the 5, so next to land more damage, you would figure. Going to be coming out across the board here. I will say, though, Frostfield Plate now finished on Oogie, so he's making use of his farm. He has a lot of armor now, man. Frostfield Plate follow-up there.
I don't know about you, but I'll see Frostfield Plate is one of those underrated items you don't see on every hero, but on Oogie it's just amazing.
Yeah. It's
like just the slow itself, plus you know, plus the armor it gives you. It does so much work, especially just manning up against this Hellborn lineup. But you see how tanky he was, just tanking up front. You know, when they took this middle racks, it's actually doing a lot of work. And right now with that Frostfield Plate, it's able to just do that like tenfold.
Yeah, Frostfield Plate is a strong item. I think the biggest thing, though, it's not the friendliest build-up as far as an item goes, and it is fairly expensive, and, you know, it's not like a huge damage increase or anything like that. So, I mean, I get why we don't see it a whole lot, but, yeah, no doubt Oogie is one of those cases at this point of the game where it makes it, and he has a lot of physical threat that he's dealing with, too, so makes sense in several instances here for Beaverbanger. Again, playing the Oogie, who's level 19 now, as he picks up another Homecoming Stone from the side shop there, and trying to make sure, again, that... has the capabilities to port back, and if need be, 2,900 gold saved up on Drunken Master. He has a Soul's Bulwark, so probably going to be seeing a full Demonic Breastplate on top of that. Yeah, they're getting a lot of these nice auras coming out here. The Abyssal Skull, the Soul's Bulwark.
Team fight auras indeed. What I'd like to see, though, Sackstone. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Just touch on that, like, every single time. But yeah, like I said, this is coming together for Nullstone, and... They do not exactly have a physical carry, but Drunken Master is still able to dish out a lot of damage as what a Drunken Master is supposed to do. So let's just see how they play this. They're actually trying to push top though, but it's pretty scattered. Grief is actually gonna port back home. So I was saying they're trying to push bot. Masera himself trying to get this tower. He will get it.
Yeah, Oogie's holding his ground, but as you mentioned, the bottom lane, it's gonna go down. It's just a matter of will it be denied or actually killed. Moira's scaring him off right here. And actually, Mora's one that needs to be careful now. Yeah, you see Samwraith even coming in. Going to pop the Arcane Vortex. Will she get the TP support in time? There's one TP. They get the tower kill. Might not want to hang around too long, though. Drunken Master now joining the party. He goes on a mag miss and a quick kill onto him. So it cost them a mag miss, but Samwraith eventually got the tower kill and it got out of there. So not the worst exchange, I guess, in the end, but should be followed by Frostwolf. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. As far as the possible build on Samwraith. The Geometer's Bane into a Frostwolf Skull.
It does well. It will work out for him though. But the problem is Haxor. I just like pointing this out again. Haxor needs to port in and actually hit. Not dissing him, just saying. But he's really trying to farm this out. And knowing Haxor, even back in those days, he is one of those guys that just pops farm out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's why he's considered one of the top carries back then. And well, by no means they're still out of this game. And Samwraith being one of the still is the strongest carry though. Alongside Dark Lady, maybe Clanks in the game. They just really have to play this right, and they will take this game to the nothing.
Yeah. Well, play it right. It's really just initiation is going to be the key here, honestly, I think. And again, I think both teams definitely have a solid shot. It's just really going to come down to who gets the better jump. I mean, we saw that last fight, and Nullstone was able to come through, and sure, it caused a couple of mistakes were key to it, but you know, like not popping the shrunken head, but if they catch them in those moments, then most certainly can capitalize. Now, Flux is going to scout them doing Conger with the discharge. Oogie is still standing his ground, but yeah, might want to start thinking about getting back. They do have some vision up here, so they're kind of aware that they are heading on over, of course, but a possible fight very likely right here. Oogie's charging in, pops a Sheepstick onto Magnus. Here comes Swiftblade with the spin, though. Magnus killed right off the bat. Samwraith ultimate not used just yet, as he is actually at the top lane currently. Arcane Vortex will catch, I think. Looks like it is Swiftblade, and he's going to end up falling. So 2 kills just like that. Samwraith not popping Mirage. I find that actually a little interesting, honestly, but Flux is now being chased out. Swiftblade bought back, but Flux was way out wide. He didn't even run towards the tower. They get another case of not too sure what they're thinking. But they're going to now lose this tower, and Samwraith is still pushing top. I don't know. This seems a little odd here from Team Grief.
It really just boils down to decision making, and like this is just not working right for Team Grief right now. Just decisions. 10% game. What's what decision really matters? Ultimately they do lose top racks and they're just going bottoms. Nothing Helmut team can do right now. And Magnus is coming up though with his eruption, but he's level 14. He's just gonna melt once he pops his eruption in. And Oogie just manning up in the front line. He is level 20. Man, he is so tanky. Look at that. And Magnus coming in, trying to set up.
Yeah, losing Magnus off the bat the last fight. I mean, maybe that was the cue for Haxor and to just be like, it's not worth it because they don't have an initiator, they don't have a big jump. And I mean, I can kind of see that, figuring that at least this still gives them a chance in this game, whereas that could have been the final fight if it didn't go their way. But yeah, him just constantly pushing that top lane in, especially when the Rax is already killed that he got earlier, the melee Rax. Just don't know if that was the most efficient use of his time, but it is what it is, and they lose the top Rax, and now all they have left is the bottom, of course, and here goes the Congo attempt from Nullstone now.
Yep.
Top of it all.
Nullstone definitely keeping up the aggression with those pushes plus the tankiness up front lines. The advantage of just having a Samwraith is the global presence, definitely. But the Legion team, though, they have the burst. They have they're already going to spot out Flux there. Midas also coming in, but is in range for a transmute.
Yeah, trying to chase them down, but just out of range right there. In the background, Magnus again gets caught, unfortunately. Let's see, can Portal Key in time? He can, but can he still get away? Yes, he can. So at least he escapes, and everyone's going to remain alive here. But Samwraith, you know, he's still ready to go. I mean, he can use his Mirage if they want to try to defend this, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case in the end unless they go really now. Flux, he's got a discharge ready to go, pushes them back. Samwraith, he's going to go to steal it. He's trying to kill off Conger quickly. Who's going to click on it first? It looks like, I'm not even sure who got it. Oh, Samwraith did get it, actually. This is big right now. for the Hellboy team. Trying to turn this right here, right now. Eruption comes out. A lot of Trigger Nets are up, though. Samwraith falls, but going to come right back up. Of course, Swiftblade, he's still holding his ground. Finishing on Parasite. Sheepstick, though, on his Samwraith. Look at Oogie and the damage he can do, especially on the Samwraith. He already used his Sharknet. He's not going to use it again. He goes down, and despite a great steal right there, the long run, it's not going to matter. It looks like Samwraith is going to be picked off, and Swiftblade. And GG, well played, is already being called, and that could do it. It looks like it is. Game number 3 is coming up with Team Grief and Nullstone Gaming as a result of that right there. Nullstone taking the victory, so a strong finish for them, and the Oogie play. They make it work again.
They did make it work in the end. I'm pretty glad with that. Taking this to Game 3. See who, well, comes up as victorious going up against Reason in the finals.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, so... I mean, really, anything else about that game that stood out to you, or you noticed, or?
Comes back to the place. Well, let's see what game number 3 brings into this.
All right, well, let's see. So, game number 3, we're going to go on a short break right here, guys. Stay tuned. We got Team Grief versus Nullstone Gaming. Obviously, this one has to finish for the finals to take place, so we'll see how game 3 shapes up. Team Grief trying to be a little bit of a surprise here, but Nullstone trying to get back to the finals yet again, as obviously they were there in the previous qualifiers, unfortunately losing a sync in the long run. So game number 3, though, going to be coming at you guys. Stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.